Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining. Sunil here. Can you hear me? Please confirm in the chat box. Obviously. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for your confirmations. Thank you. Thank you. Let's stop the chat. Let us stop the chat. What's our plan for today? We are now jumping on to the next tool, next service, Route 53. We are now moving on to the next service called Route 53. So what is Route 53? The purpose behind Route 53. Route 53 helps in regional failures. In the interview, there is frequently asked question, how does AWS handles regional failures? The answer is AWS can handle regional failures using the service called as Route 53. And Route 53, learning Route 53 is all about learning all these policies, simple, weighted, latency, failure, geolocation. We have to understand how these policies work, and we have to use the policies as per the client requirements. So this is very, very interesting concept. As usual, like many other sessions, Route 53 and many other services are much more interesting. So before jumping into the practicals of Route 53, let's have an interaction with this time with Pawan Tiwari. Yes, Pawan.
Hello.
Hi, Pawan. How are you doing?
Yeah, hi. Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you, Pawan. How are you doing? So what's the update?
Yeah, firstly, I want to thank you because of you. I got a job. So,
wow. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Very
Because
much.
actually, you already advised to
First of
complete.
all, my dear friends, let's congratulate Pawan Tiwari on the chat box. He got job on
Tech Mahindra
AWS.
and
Tech Mahindra. Let's congratulate
yeah.
him. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So,
Yeah. No,
Pawan,
I just want
now
to
you
give
have
a
to
bit.
tell your experience. How many years of
It's a
existing
great.
experience you are having, and how was the tell me the complete process,
I,
not only for me, for rest of the people
yeah,
in our group, so that it will
definitely.
be good throw a light on it. Yes,
Definitely.
please tell
Because
me.
I already have experience in 7 years
Okay,
in a Linux environment. Yeah, I think last 7 years of Linux admin has.
very good. 7 years
So
of
it's not a
experience you are
difficult
having in
for
Linux administration. Okay,
yeah
next.
Linux admission. And then I'm looking for a course
Change.
on AWS and also in DevOps.
Okay, you're planning to
So
get
I
into
got your
cloud
yeah
platform.
yeah
You're
definitely
also
because
learning DevOps from me.
yeah no actually I wanted to learn DevOps because but issue is that timing is not matching.
Okay, after this AWS, you're planning to learn
Yeah
DevOps. That's how you have started
yeah
with AWS.
definitely.
So when
I
you
just
started
also want
AWS,
to
you
do
already know AWS, or you're completely zero when you
no
started this course?
I'm working on AWS of few like instances is EC2 and basic concept
Okay,
clear
basic.
for me.
Few services
And
only.
you advised to go through the Udemy course with Stephen Merrick.
Stephen Merrick.
Yeah, on the first day. So
Yes.
I already
Yes.
go through
I
that
remember.
course because after that, once you advise this, go through that course and go through that course and just complete it.
Yes. You have done it.
I also continue. I also continue your classes daily basis.
Perfect.
Yeah, that particular helped me.
Okay. So in your resume, did you mention that you have work experience on AWS? You just mentioned that you have AWS.
I mentioned that I have a work on AWS.
Okay. How many years you have mentioned on AWS? 2 years or something like that?
Around 2.5 years.
Okay. So
because my organization already uses AWS, so I'm familiar with the jump boxes and EC2 and S3 bucket.
So you are able to handle the interview?
Yeah, I'm
easily
able to handle it easily. It's not a big.
Good.
It's a very simple interview, so they are not.
So where are you now got offer in from Tech Mahindra?
Yeah, I'm got offer Tech Mahindra 2 days back.
So my dear friends, this is how the market is. My dear friends, this is how the market is. Market is having a lot of requirements on AWS and DevOps. Pawan, if you learn DevOps also, if you learn both the skill sets, you will have more number of offers. You know, that's how it happens.
I just trying from last 3 or 4 days about your DevOps policies. Any other timing or DevOps policy start?
Okay.
Because if it's start, I am first one to join the DevOps.
Please join DevOps also. That is also very good in the cloud. You'll have a very good future also, Pawan. So finally, you have shifted your technology from Linux administration to AWS and cloud.
AWS,
Good. All the best, Pawan Tiwari. Thank you for your
thank
support.
you
Thank you for your Thank you for what you
Actually,
say.
you are the guidelines. You are the guide for me. So I want to thank you to you.
No,
Yeah,
mutually
because
thank
I
you,
do. I
because
no
even when I am
before
successful, only
before
when you are
starting
successful,
the
right? Huh? Huh?
yeah, before starting this class, we
Uh-huh.
think who move an AWS is a lengthy process, and I don't have a time to go
Uh-huh.
on coaching classes and
Okay.
learn.
Okay.
Yeah, once I get on LinkedIn, someone shared this uh,
Okay.
link to. I got through that LinkedIn. So I'll
Oh,
go through
okay.
your course, and on first
Okay.
day to advice, go through the Udemy course of Stephen Marrick. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
first thing I want to I purchase it and complete that course.
Very good.
Then I'll already join your course and
Following
review
my
it.
AWS classes also.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Divan.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Bhavan, and have a wonderful future. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Any questions on VPC, Pavan? Virtual Private Cloud?
No, I don't have any question
No.
currently.
In the interview, did they
I
ask
forget
about that?
all. I forget already. Forget all the questions, but I didn't talk. Yeah, because a few days back I have a lot of questions, but once I got this, I forgot all the questions. I'll complete it in the and practicing in your
Okay.
classes. So
Very
I'll do
good.
it. No, it's just no questions.
Okay. No. In the interview, did they ask questions on VPC? What is private cloud, private
Not
subnet, and
much.
all those?
Not much question. They are only focus
Basics.
on load balancer.
Mm-hmm.
They must focus on. They ask me question
What about
from
easy
the
to missions, easy to
yeah,
service?
load balancer, how to create a load balancer,
Mm-hmm.
how many PC they connect, and how it works. So mainly they are
Simple
focusing on
only.
load balancer.
Mm.
Yeah, load balancer. They
Okay.
very concerned. I think they very concerned about load balancer
Okay.
service. So yeah,
Okay. Good.
not because I think VPC is already a infrastructure who has already
Mm.
infrastructure. They are not going to ask you
Yeah.
from VPC, but
Mm-hmm.
who is creating a
Okay.
new infrastructure, who is
Mm-hmm.
maybe interested in VPC or
Okay.
all this.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
You're from which city, Pavan?
I'm from Allahabad.
Allahabad. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, UP.
So this offer is from which city? Any base location?
Yeah, it's in Gurgaon, New Delhi.
Okay, but because of COVID, you can work from anywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, because of COVID, they
Mm.
are providing me a work from home, so it's much easy.
Okay, good. Congratulations,
Thank,
Pavan.
yeah,
Thank you.
yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Akhil Akhtar. Can you hear me, Akhil Akhtar? We cannot hear you. Check your audio settings, Akhil Akhtar. Sagar. Sorry. Sagar Hegde. Good evening, Sagar. You are now allowed to unmute and then talk. We cannot hear you, Sagar. You have to unmute and talk. Adnan Lodi.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's very clear, Adnan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Sunil. How
Thank
are
you.
you? How is everyone?
Everything kind. Thank you. You're from which location, Adnan?
I'm from Delhi.
Delhi. Yes.
Sunil, I would say that you are doing a very good job, and you are doing because I have already cleared the AWS solution
Solutions architect.
yeah, certification in last year.
Okay. You
But
already have certificate.
yeah, but I'm not able to get get a job
Okay.
because whenever I go somewhere everywhere, they will ask me to have the hands-on experience. Right? I completed the DevOps tools as well, Terraform from Zilvora, Kubernetes, Docker, and Linux as well. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm very confused right now that
How many years of experience you're having?
I have around 5 years of experience, but
On
all
what
in the
platform?
desktop support, not
Mhm.
in cloud.
Mhm.
I'm like you can
Did you
consider
prepare?
me.
Did you prepare a resume and then post it in Naukri?
Yeah, I did that
How many
because
years you have projected?
3 years.
Okay.
But whenever I go
Where
face
did you
any
learn DevOps?
I learned DevOps from cloud. There is a Udemy course in cloud. Cloud Guru.
Cloud Guru.
Right.
Okay. You're perfect. You're able to. Are you getting the interviews first one?
Yeah, I am getting interview, but any every interview they will ask me about like I mentioned that I have around 3 years of work experience. Because previously I mentioned that I'm a fresher, I was not getting any call. So one of my friends suggested me to that you
obviously you have to put an experience.
Right. So they will ask me about the questions related to the like hands-on experience questions. Like suppose you are.
Did you undergo my projects on YouTube channel?
No, I don't have a no.
That's very important, Nalodi. Okay.
Yeah.
So
please share me the link so I can subscribe.
Are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, I am.
In the WhatsApp group description, you have YouTube channel link.
Okay.
Search in YouTube Logic Labs Technologies. Okay. You will get the YouTube channel. Look at the projects. Okay. Place the projects in your resume.
Okay.
Oh, are you in our Telegram group?
No, I'm not. I'll
join the Telegram group and then pick up the sample resumes. Okay.
Sure.
Don't worry. So Terraform, you're strong.
Yes, I learned Terraform from
Zilora. I know him.
So one of my friends suggested me that if you want to learn Terraform, you have to go to
Zilora.
Right.
How do you know about this training?
Sorry?
How do you know about this training?
From one of the Facebook group.
Okay. No problem, Adnan. Okay, so please stay focused. Okay. And then check the projects. Start always acquiring. Keep on acquiring the skills. Definitely, you'll get the break.
Thank you.
Terence.
Sunil, good evening, and it's morning around here in the
Good
US.
morning for you. I know. So what did you buy in the? What did you buy in the Friday, Black Friday sale?
Black Friday. Now this time I decided to do nothing, given the coronavirus, and a little bit to. Sometimes you just go just to buy things because we need to buy things now. This time.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not in the trap.
This time I decided to be one of those cautious people that take their time before buying anything.
Okay. Yes. Good. Yes. Any questions? Any technical questions?
Yeah. Last time we spoke, and I told you I wasn't in the WhatsApp group because he kept telling me it was cool, and he gave me the number. I wrote into the WhatsApp number that he gave me, which is the exact number that is on the screen right now, but I didn't get any response.
Okay. 1 minute, please be online. I'll respond to you right away.
Okay. Thank you.
1 minute, please. Please unmute yourself. Okay. You are allowed to chat now. Okay. So can you? Are you allowed to chat, Terence? Did you get a message from me?
Hi, yes. No, chat is disabled.
Chat is
disabled. On the Zoom?
Okay, 1 minute.
Yes.
Is it enabled?
Yes.
Can I have your number, please? In the chat. Please be online.
I just set up the WhatsApp group and the Telegram. And you say you have a YouTube channel.
661. This is 80. 82 batch, not 82, 81.
Last time I tried to join the WhatsApp group, but he kept telling me it was full. Yeah.
I've sent you a chat group in the WhatsApp.
Okay.
Are you able to join?
I was able to join the group, yes.
You are now in, okay? Okay. And, so you get the updates of not only this batch, you get the updates of the rest of all the batches. Okay. Am I clear?
Okay. How about the Telegram? Or is it the same?
Look at the group description. You will find the Telegram link.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Thanks very much.
Thank you. One more final call. Avdesh.
Hi, Sunil.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Here I want to share my AWS past certification story.
Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, actually, I followed your suggested
Stephen Marek.
Yes, and I also followed your
course, both.
Yes. And on Friday, I passed my AWS exam. So,
congratulations, my dear friends. Please again congratulate Mr. Avdesh. He has cleared certification. Okay.
Yeah,
so Avdesh, you have prepared that dumps which I have provided. I mean, the bits frequently asked questions before appearing.
Actually, I purchased Stefan's.
He also have provided the dumps also.
Okay, you also provide, but I didn't receive. But I didn't purchase dumps from your site.
Okay,
but I purchased a Udemy course.
Stephen Marek, na?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I also did.
How much percentage you got?
87.
87%. Good. Okay, you're confident now.
Yeah.
Avdesh.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Actually, I want to share. I want to share thanks to you because you suggest me a good thing about the Udemy course, because before this I was dicey which course should I follow.
There are a lot of courses in Udemy.
Exactly. Someone suggests me Neil's course, something like that. But I'm attending the course second time in
okay.
Yeah, so in first batch you suggest Stephen course. I purchase it and follow the regularly course, and also purchase the practice test.
So do you think this training helped you to understand the conceptual knowledge?
Exactly. Very much. I hardly thanks to you because you did a very great job.
Thank you. Yeah. May I know your experience?
I have around 11 years experience in Java, J2EE.
Java. Okay.
Yes.
You're planning to shift to cloud?
Not yet, but actually I'm working as a senior technical architect in my company, and most of the projects are moving on the cloud. So
cloud. It's always good to learn cloud.
Exactly.
So shifting is optional, but having knowledge on cloud will help. As you mentioned, I keep on mentioning the same statement. Even though you stick in the existing technologies, having exposure towards cloud will always make you comfortable, because sooner or later, definitely clients, we need to work with the infrastructure, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So having this exposure, always you feel comfortable.
Because in my company, there are some setup. So there is a full dedicated team for cloud infra. But as per me, because I am as a solution provider in my company, so I am looking that I should also have such type of knowledge, so I can also suggest which.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. And Avdesh, if in your current organization, if there are any opportunities for DevOps or AWS freshers or experience, let me know, especially freshers also. Yeah. Okay, so please send us, because we have a lot of databases, isn't it? Avdesh, okay, so we can share you profiles if anybody freshers needed in your organization, especially. And thank you. These kind of feedbacks will give us a positive positive thoughts to others also, so they can also appear. So my dear friends, again, quick recap. So those who want to appear for certification for themselves, two approaches. First, you have to complete whatever I am training. Also sign up for Stephen Marek course. Okay, so in Udemy, so it's a cheaper one. I think Avdesh, I think it is 2000. What is the price?
Right now there is a sale.
Sale.
It's you can purchase it around 360 rupees. Only.
360 rupees. That's all.
Yes,
Okay, my dear friends, just for 360 rupees, you can purchase a course in Udemy by the
There is
author
some
Stephen Marek.
Black Friday day sale is going on.
So,
Yes.
so get the opportunity to become certified. Learning is always important, especially in the IT industry.
Exactly.
Thank you, Avdesh. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sunil.
And please refer to your friends if you're happy with this training. Our
Yeah,
upcoming
I
training.
also referred. Most of the
Okay,
friends.
we are starting a new AWS batch soon.
Mhm.
Within 10 days probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's move on. So let's come back to our objective. Route 53. Let's understand Route 53. So what does that mean? There's one more PPT which helps you to understand about Route 53. So Route 53 is something related to DNS. Okay, so if you don't know DNS, very simple. It is very simple. I'll make it simplified now. Domain name system. Route 53 is something like DNS, something related to DNS, domain name system. So let's try to understand DNS first. Okay, let's try to understand DNS first, domain name system. DNS is used to convert human-friendly domain names to IP address. So DNS is used to convert human-friendly domain names to IP address and vice versa. So what is this conversion of human-friendly domain names to vice versa? Let's spend some time to understand this. See, concept, try to understand. This is my laptop. Okay. I want to perform internet banking. I want to log into my ICICI bank and look at my mini statement. So I open my browser and I type icicibank.com. Agree? I want to log into my internet banking, or I want to log into my Facebook, or I want to log into Twitter, whatever it is. I want to log into, I want to do online shopping. So we access the application by using the domain name, assuming icicibank.com. The moment I press enter, observe what happens. Look at this, what happens. The moment the moment I enter icicibank.com, obviously I get the page. See, I'm getting a page. I'm getting a login page where I can log in with my username and password. And this is a web page. Agree or not, my dear friends, this is a web page. So the point you have to understand that whenever in my browser I type icicibank.com, icicibank.com is a domain name. I am getting a page, no doubt. I'm getting a page to my laptop. You have to understand from where you're getting the page. From where the page is getting, I may be in Hyderabad, I may be in US, I may be in Australia, I can be anywhere in the world. If I type icicibank.com, I get the same page. All the users will have same page. Agree or not? The point you have to understand from where the page is delivered. From where the page is delivered. The page is rendered to you from the server. Yes. And we have seen how to create this server. It's nothing but an EC2 machine, right? When you install a web package and when you properly create a HTML pages or PHP pages, you get the pages. So you have to understand that when I'm typing iciicibank.com, you're getting the page. And the point, you also now know that the page we are getting it is from the server. Server is nothing but an EC2 machine. Okay, next. Server is nothing but a machine with a higher configuration designed to run 24/7. Our laptop can also be a server, but it is not designed. It's not a high configuration. If my laptop is 8 GB RAM, if my laptop is having 80 GB RAM, I can use it as a server. It's all about hardware configuration. Servers will have bigger hardware configuration. That's it. So I'm getting the page from the server. Obviously, every server should have an IP address, right? Every server will have an IP address. So if I want to connect, if I want to contact to this server, I'm sorry, I was on mute. So if I'm using iciicibank.com and if I'm entering iciicibank.com, I'm getting a page. From where I'm getting the page? I'm getting the page from the server. The server is nothing but technically an EC2 machine. Technically is an EC2 machine. It's also something like a laptop only. It's also a higher configuration of machine. So if I'm typing iciicibank.com, I'm getting a page. From where I'm getting the page? I'm getting the page from the server. So if I want to contact the server, I should write IP address, right? In my browser, every machine will be identified with IP address. Server is also a machine. How can I communicate? How can two machines communicate using IP address? So in such case, I should enter IP address in my browser. Am I entering IP address like this? No, we are not entering IP address like this. Why we are not entering IP address like this? Because IP addresses are difficult to remember. Technically, we should enter IP address. If I want to log into iciicibank.com, I should enter my IP address of the ICICI Bank server. If I want to log into HDFC, I should enter the HDFC Bank IP address. If I want to do online shopping in Amazon, I should enter the Amazon.in IP address. If I want to log into Facebook, I should enter Facebook IP address. But IP addresses are difficult to remember. You know that, isn't it? So the solution what provided is, as it is difficult for humans to remember the IP address. So what they're doing, so there's one more special server called as DNS server. There's one more special server called DNS server. Look at this diagram. There's one more special server called DNS server. DNS server will maintain the domain names and the corresponding IP addresses. DNS server is something like a table where there will be domain name and the corresponding IP address. DNS name is something like a table where you'll visualize like a table where there is a list of domain names, there are millions of domain names and the corresponding millions of IP addresses. So if I want, so iciicibank.com is a domain name. So if I enter iciicibank.com, the request will not go to ICICI Bank server. Look at this. Step one, look at this step. This is one. This is step one. This is step two. This is step three. And this is step four. Look at the 4-step process. End user, if you're using www.iciicibank.com, this is the ICICI Bank server. Request is not going to directly ICICI Bank server because server is identified with IP address. You can see there's an IP address here. Am I entering IP address? No, I'm not entering IP address. I'm entering domain name. In my Google browser, I'm entering domain name. So first request will go to DNS server. DNS server will take the domain name what you have entered and it returns the IP address of that particular domain name. So DNS will maintain the domain names and the corresponding IP address. When you give the domain name, automatically the corresponding IP address is identified. Using that IP address, the request will go directly to that particular IP address. From that particular site, you get the page. That's how it happens. It's a 4-step process. So within a fraction of a second, 4-step process is happening when I'm using iciicibank.com. So what is step one? The request will go to DNS server. The request will go to DNS server. So what is DNS server? DNS server is something like a it's something like a telephone directory in olden days. In olden days, we used to have telephone directory. Remember, for Delhi, there's a telephone directory. For Mumbai, you used to have telephone directory. For every city, should have a telephone. We used to have a telephone directory. In telephone directory, if you know a person name, you can search using the person name and get the landline number. Same like telephone directory, DNS server will have. DNS server is having list of all the domain names and the corresponding IP address. So request will first go to DNS server. Whenever you enter site domain name something like iccibank.com or flipkart.com, request first goes to DNS server. The request will first go to DNS server. This DNS server will return the IP address. Using that IP address, automatically the request will be diverted to that particular server, and then the server you get the home page. So DNS server is a server, is also a machine which maintains the worldwide domain names and the corresponding IP address. So request will go to DNS server first, and then the actual server using the IP address, and from the IP address you get the page. This is the job done by DNS, domain name system. Clear about this? We'll see practically. I'll show you practically. I buy a domain name in AWS to show you practicals. To show you practicals, I already have bought a domain name. I'll show you how exactly domain name will be linked to the IP address. I'll show you practically. So this is DNS, domain name system. Domain name system is something like a telephone directory table which is having millions of domain names and the corresponding IP address. First, the request will go to DNS, and then from the IP address, it will be diverted to the server, and then from the server, we get the login page to the client. So this is DNS. So this is done. In AWS, this functionality, DNS functionality, what I have just explained you in AWS, is done by using a service called as Route53. Route53 is the name of the service. That's the name of the service in AWS. This is the service name. Service name is not important. Concept is important. The same concept in Microsoft Azure is implemented by using a different service. EC2 is a service name, but the concept is virtualization. So Route53 is the name given for this particular concept. Using Route53, you can achieve the DNS functionality in AWS. Okay, we'll see that practically. So this is the functionality of DNS. The second advantage of DNS is handling regional failures. Route53 helps in regional failures. Assume the client infrastructure is completely in the Mumbai region. AWS is having Mumbai data center in Mumbai. We all know that. Assuming client is having complete infrastructure in Mumbai region, because of natural disaster, if Mumbai region is lost, because of natural disaster, if the complete Mumbai region is lost, the complete application is down. So how do we handle this kind of regional failures? Yes, AWS handles regional failures by using a service called as Route53, where there will be primary region, there will be the disaster recovery region also. You can see that Mumbai region, Sydney region. So these both the regions will be synchronized with each other automatically. If one region is down, whatever it could be the reason, it could be natural disaster, whatever it is, network failure, whatever it is, if the complete region is down, but still the end users all over the world will have an application access, because the Route53 redirects that particular traffic to the secondary region. So that's how using this, even the regional failures can also be overcome in the AWS environment. So nothing, and all this domain names system and how does the regional failures can be handled, all this can be possible by using policies. So Route53 is all about 5 policies: simple, weighted, latency, failure, geolocation. Let's try to understand this simple policy. The default routing policy, we'll see this practically. Every policy will see this practically, my dear friends. Very, very important. The simple routing policy is the default routing policy. Very frequently asked question. What is the default routing policy of Route53? The default routing policy is simple routing policy. Okay, so this is commonly used for single region. Simple routing policy is used for only for one region. If the client is having infrastructure is only one region, which performs the DNS functionality. DNS functionality is nothing but end user will access the application using the domain name. So here comes the Route53. Route53 will convert the domain name to IP address. Using that IP address will be connecting to the server. So we'll see that practically using simple routing policy. Weighted routing policy. Multinational companies, multinational clients maintain infrastructure in multiple regions. Very big clients, medium level clients also maintains the infrastructure, especially clients who are having their customers all over the world. Clients who are having customers all over the world majority of the clients will have their infrastructure in multiple regions. Assuming in this, if you look at this diagram, the US East one is one region name. US East one is one region and US West one is one region. The client requirement is 20% of the traffic should be diverted to first region, 80% of the traffic should be diverted to second region. This is the client requirement. They don't want the complete traffic to be transferred to one region. The traffic should be distributed as per their requirements. 20/80 or 50/50 equally they want the traffic to be distributed across the multiple regions, or 10/90. It's up to them. As per their requirement, we should be using the weighted routing policy and we'll be providing the weights. Weights are nothing but percentages. According to the percentages you define, the traffic will be routed. This can be possible by using weighted routing policy. So weighted is all about weights. Weights is all about percentages. Latency. The term latency refers to delay because of network traffic. The term latency, the meaning of the term latency is delay because of network traffic. A customer wants to access an application. Application is hosted in multiple regions. Application is available in US East one region. Application is also available in US West one region. Now, how exactly the traffic should be routed? For this particular region, from the source is nothing but the end user location. End user can be anywhere in the world. To connect to the first region, it is taking 100 milliseconds. To connect to second region, it is taking 300 milliseconds. Obviously, response time from the first region is fast because the response time from the second region is 300 milliseconds. The more the duration, the less the more the duration, that means the traffic is heavy. So automatically in the latency, automatically traffic is routed to the region which is having less latency. Traffic is automatically routed to the region which is having less latency. So latency based routing policy allows the traffic automatically to the network which is having less latency, in the sense to the region which is having less latency. We'll see that practically. So finally, it helps in improving the performance of the application. Latency routing policy. Next. Failover policy. As mentioned, many clients also uses failover policy. There will be one primary region. Primary region is nothing but the active region. And there will be one more region called as passive region. Passive region is also called as secondary region. 100% traffic will go to active region only. 100% traffic is routed to active region only. The secondary region will have zero traffic. Only when the active region is down because of any natural disaster or because of network failure or grid failure, whatever it is. Only when the entire region is down. Only when the entire region is down, then only the traffic will be routed to second region. The 100% traffic will be routed to second region. So finally, applications will never experience downtime, even though the complete region is down. This is failover routing policy. The second region is also referred as DR site. In on-premises infrastructure, it is called as disaster recovery region. Here it is called as secondary region. So this is, you can define this kind of policies. So using this Route 53, you are defining how the traffic should be routed. You are controlling how the traffic should be routed to the applications using Route 53. Geolocation. Geolocation is all about how the traffic should be routed depending upon the source of the customer. Assuming there's a European customer, you have a US customer. Both the customers are accessing the same application, netflix.com. Both the customers are accessing the same application, netflix.com. The content what European customer sees is different from the content what the US customer is seeing. Yes, it is different. The content what is delivered to the user should be different, not the same common content for all the customers worldwide. Best example is Netflix. When I am accessing Netflix application from India, I get the contents related to my regional language, Hindi. the same application, when it is accessed from Europe, do you think you get the content of the Indian native language? No, the content what is delivered to the customer is different, and it depends upon the geographical location of the customer. So how this can be handled? Many clients are using this. Geolocation routing policy lets you to traffic to be sent based on the geographical location. Clear about this? So this is called as geolocation. So all this can be handled using a service called as Route 53. Clear about the concepts of theoretical part of Route 53. Okay, so let's have an interaction. Sudhakar Aleti.
Hello.
Good evening, Sudhakar.
Am I audible?
Yes, it is audible. Yes.
Thank you.
Clear? Whatever we have learned, Sudhakar.
Yeah, yes, sir. Just a doubt.
Yes.
Latency. If the user is in India, okay, in the Route 53, it will, if it Route 53, the service will take from the India data center or the US data center? How it will?
It depends upon the network traffic. It depends upon the network traffic. Okay, obviously network traffic is also depending upon the distance, Sudhakar. So latency will consider distance as very, very important point. Okay, so let's say your customer is in India, a customer clients having the infrastructure in US and Singapore. For India, Singapore region is close, isn't it, Sudhakar? Okay, Sudhakar, let's say customer is in India, application infrastructure is available in Singapore and US. From India, Singapore is the nearest location. Agree? Than US. So latency is very less in the Singapore. So automatically traffic from India will be routed to the Singapore infrastructure only, not from the US infrastructure. So that's about latency. We'll see practically, Sudhakar. We'll create infrastructure in multiple regions and we'll use the policies and we'll see the behavior, how exactly the traffic is getting routed. We'll see practicals. Clear, Sudhakar?
Yes.
Thank you. Kumar, UK.
Hi, Sunil. You
How
okay?
are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Fine. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you for asking. Sunil, my question is that, let's say if I purchase a Netflix in India and again, now same login ID. If
it
I
does
open
not work in a different location, different country. Agree, Kumar?
Yeah.
Isn't it? It will not work.
No, I mean, because Netflix, like you have just login credential, right? So same login credential I can use in the UK as well or in the US as well. So we mean to say that contains whatever the login ID having a Hindi, let's say as an example is a Hindi or Tamil or Telugu. So it is not going to be same when I using the same credential in other locations like US, UK, Canada, whatever.
No, as per Netflix experience, Kumar, whenever you sign up to a Netflix account, at that point of sign up, it will consider the geographical region from which you are signing up. Okay, Kumar. So let's say if you are signing up from India, at the time of signing up, it will take the source IP. Source IP is nothing but your laptop will have an IP address. Okay, using that IP address, network application will understand that you are from India. That means you are an Indian customer. Okay, so after 1 week, you go to Europe and then you log in with the same username and password. You get the Hindi content. Agree, Kumar?
Yeah.
Okay, so because it already have understood that you are an Indian customer, so there's a reason it has picked up and delivering. So applications which are not having any sign up. Okay, for example, assuming some worldwide something like news application, news website. Okay, let's say you are accessing the news website, you are in UK and I'm accessing the news website, same website, I'm in India. I should get Indian news and whereas you should get UK news. Again, isn't it, Kumar? Okay. So that kind of cases where geographical location policy is used.
Okay, not for the credential level.
Yes, you are right. Not at the credential level. Yes.
Okay, I understood. Yeah, thank you.
Is it interesting, Kumar?
Yeah, it's very much.
We'll see that practically. That will be much more interesting.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yuvaraj Kalamkar. Yuvraj Kalamkar. Good evening, Yuvraj. How are you doing? You are allowed to unmute and talk. Dayananda B.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, it is very clear, Dayananda. How are you doing?
Yeah. Good, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you. Yes, your question.
I have a query. I understood this routing and all will be done by Route 53.
Using the
sir.
policies.
Yes, based on the policies.
Exactly.
But what is the role of load balancer? Because all this day I thought a load balancer will be doing all the.
Yeah. I'm coming to your question. Dayanand.
Yes.
Okay, look at this. Okay. US East 1 is a region. Do you agree, Dayananda?
Yes, sir.
US East 2 is also a, US West 1 is also a region. Okay?
Yes, correct.
So these are regions. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Load balancer is within the region, not outside the region. Okay? Where do we create load balancer? Within the region. Okay, let me connect to AWS account to be more clear. Dayananda, if I want to create load balancer,
yes, sir.
I go to EC2 service. Right now I'm pointing to which region? Mumbai region.
Mumbai.
So we have an option of load balancers here, and here we are creating a load balancer. Do you agree? This
Yes.
means you have to understand that load balancer is inside Mumbai region. Agree?
Yeah.
Assume that two EC2 machines are attached to the load balancer.
Yeah.
So load balancer will accept the traffic from the customer and distribute the traffic. So load balancer is at the regional level. If because of natural disaster, if the complete region is lost, then load balancer is also lost.
Yeah.
Load balancer can only withhold EC2 machine failures. If one EC2 machine is lost, traffic will be routed to the other infrastructure. So application will not go down. That is handling at the machine failures. But load balancer cannot handle regional failures because load balancer is also part of the region. Do you agree, Dayananda?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
Route 53 is above the load balancer. He is not within the region. It's not within the region. It is outside the region.
Yeah.
So here Route 53 component, you can understand the technical diagram. Route 53 component or a service considering if the entire region is down, if the entire Mumbai region is down, but still application will not find downtime because we map it to the disaster recovery region. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Dayananda?
Thank you. Yes,
the
sir.
Load
Clear.
balancer can only handle EC2 failures, whereas Route 53 can handle regional failures.
Okay.
That's a very important interview question. Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Fayaz Ahmad. You have to unmute and talk. Fayaz. Fazal Khan. Right.
Hello.
Yes. Hi, Fazal Khan. How are you doing?
I'm Afzal. Sunil, my name is Afzal.
Oh, sorry. Afzal Khan. Yes, you're right. Okay. How are you doing? And you're from which location?
I'm from Maharashtra. Currently, I'm working from home from Amravati, near to Nagpur.
Okay. On which platform?
I'm working as a major incident manager.
Okay.
I come across, all these things very frequently.
Okay.
I want to learn this because, I want to on the same page of the technical team so we can speak in the same dialogue.
Yes. So I hope you are enjoying the training.
Yes, very much.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, actually, I lost couple of because of my busy schedule. I couldn't attend a few days class.
Okay.
Today is actually my first day, but I have today is my first day actually in your class.
In this batch. Okay.
The batch 81.
Okay, it's almost we have completed on 19 sessions or 18 sessions, I think so probably.
I'm sorry.
But no problem. We will enjoy this Route 53 practicals
So
because it is related to incident management.
Yeah, it's very nice. The concept is, I understood the concept. My question is there any possibility based on, customers' requirement, can we implement multiple policies at the same time?
Yes, it is possible. Obviously, it is possible. Okay. So that is called nested policies. That's also possible. Okay.
And is there anything, there are two policies that cannot be implemented at the same time. Is there anything like that?
Yes, it is available. Okay. For example, if you implement geolocation routing policy, Afzal, if you implement geolocation routing policy, as per geolocation routing policy, what AWS says, assuming client is having infrastructure in US region, client is having infrastructure in Europe. Okay. Assuming, let's say it's Singapore. Okay. Now, the client requirement is if the customer is from India, if the customer from India, they want the traffic to be diverted to only Singapore infrastructure. That's hard coded.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. In such case, in such case, you have to use geolocation routing policy because it is depending upon the geographical location. As clear as that. So when you implement geographical location, at the same time, you cannot say that 20% of the traffic from India should go to US, 80% should go to Singapore. That's not possible. That is again contradicting each other. Okay. So there are policies which contradict each other. So we have to look at the documentation first. If it is possible, then we need to proceed with it. Otherwise, we go with specific policy. We have to explain the client. Okay. But generally, clients are happy with this. These are the 5 plenty of options. I think generally majority of the requirements can be achieved. Absolutely. Clear?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Anything more?
No, thank you very much.
Please continue. Please continue tomorrow also.
Okay, sure.
Naveen Venkat.
Hi, sir. Good evening. How are you doing?
Doing well. Yes.
Yeah, sir. Sir, actually, when we maintain these two regions, active region and passive region, if there is any
1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Yes, and if you maintain the two regions, active and passive, and if there is any upgrade is happening in one region, do we need to upgrade?
Both should be synchronized with each other.
I mean, do we need to do it manually, sir, or it will be automatically synchronized?
There are services which helps in synchronization automatically. Okay.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for giving the time. I'm waiting for a long time.
Thank you, Naveen. Thank you very much. Subhashin. Good evening, Subhashin. You have to unmute and talk. Sikandar Khan.
Hi, Sunil.
Happy to hear you, Sikandar. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you so much. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Yes, your question.
Yeah, just I was wondering the Route 53, will it be outside the VPC? Where we will create it? It will be inside or outside?
We will see. We will see. It's a specific service. VPC is a specific service. We'll see. It's not specific to region. Sikandar, once we start practicals, you'll understand the behavior of Route 53.
Oh, okay then. So I thought I already crossed it. So that's why
No,
I was.
no. We'll see practicals.
Okay. Will you be also?
I'll be showing you.
No, I mean, how many for a client? How many Route 53 service we may have? Is it enough?
No. One Route 53 policy generally happens. Okay, it's more than enough.
Yeah, I understand.
Thank you. Okay. So we have understood the importance of Route 53. Practicals of Route 53 is very, very interesting. Please do not miss tomorrow. I don't want to start practicals today because I want to complete all the policies in one specific day. So I don't want to start policy today. So practicals of Route 53 will do tomorrow. So tomorrow, please don't miss because very, very important. Definitely you'll get the questions on Route 53 when you're facing the interview. Okay. Thank you and stay tuned for tomorrow's class for the practicals. Thank you very much. Bye, everybody.